Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to DuckTales 2017, episodes 10 through 13. That's right, we apparently have 4 new episodes that have been released. So I'm reacting to them all right away. Now, apparently, 12 and 13 have been released for a while. They were, I guess, leaked or released on the Disney Channel app or something like that early. I don't know, but I've been told that it's okay to react to them. And 10 and 11 were just, I guess, recently released on the channel. So, I don't know. It should be fine. And I'm excited to get back into this. Now, if you are new to this channel and weren't following me on my old channel, I did react to episodes 1 through 9 of DuckTales 2017. Unfortunately, because the old channel was terminated and everything because of YouTube's just stupidity, those videos are gone. Because I've said it before, but I'll say it again here. I don't keep the videos saved to my computer because they take up a lot of space. Like when everything's edited together, it could be like 3-4 gigs each for one reaction, and it's just like at that point, it's just not worth it. And a lot of old videos were also on, oh my gosh, the site name is escaping me. I'm so used to using BitChute now, but there's another site that I can't think of the name of that closed down. And a lot of my videos were on there, and now because the site closed down, I can't access them. I can't even like download them again to put somewhere else. So a lot of those are just gone, and I do apologize for that. Basically, perfect storm of events happened to get rid of all of those, unfortunately. But I have watched them. I have reacted to them. So we're getting into this. I don't know what to expect. I know nothing about these 4 episodes. I haven't seen any spoilers anywhere. I haven't seen many people talking about them at all. I know that apparently other reactors have started putting their stuff up for them, but that's about it. I think Smurf Vlogs, for example, put his reactions up for them. We'll see, though. We'll see what these are all about, and I'm hoping for some more Maaagiic Dispel, because we've been like slowly building her up throughout the series. And I'm really, really loving the way they're doing so. I just wish there would be a little more to it. You know what I mean? For the past couple reactions as well, I do want to mention this. You might have noticed some audio desynchronization and whatnot. I apologize massively for that. I don't know what was going on, but OBS was like desyncing audio on anything I tried recording. I even tried testing it for a couple things, and just to like do a test audio, like 13 seconds, and it was desyncing it like big time. So I had just reset my computer. I completely reset it, shut everything off and on again, and so I tested again, and it seems to be synced fine. So hopefully it stays that way for the foreseeable future. If it ever does desync in a video, feel free to tell me, even if it's just a little bit. I want to try to give you guys the best experience as possible when watching these videos. So I really don't want you guys to have to experience desynchronization, you know? Even if I have to end up doing a lot of editing to get it resynced again, just tell me. Either way, I'm excited to get back into this. So, we're just going to do so. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after everything fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to all 4 of these episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in today, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we will begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So this was a great set of episodes. I really enjoyed all of these. I'm going to briefly talk about them, but I'm not going to go into too much because there's 4 of them here, and obviously it would go on a little long. So the first episode here we had was the Greek one, where the one where they went to Ithaquack. Love that. That's great. Um, and had to some of them had to face off with Zeus and Hercules. Not actually Hercules. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember like the pun name they gave him. Um, face off in some contests because Zeus is salty that Scrooge always beat him and everything. Meanwhile, Webby and Dewey went to try and find the Spear of Selene and figure out the mystery of Della Duck, the mother to the triplets. We met Selene herself and found out that there was no spear, which really increases the mystery. So, there's no Spear of Selene. Della Duck's still missing. Huh. Interesting to think about. The episode was really funny, had a lot of great comedy, a lot of great nods to Greek mythology that, I mean, anyone who's really gotten into that stuff, like myself, had really just got a kick out of. It was just really a lot of fun. The second episode we had here, let me get to it here just to try to remember. Oh yeah, it was Beware the Buddy System. So Mark Beeks has this new robot out that is apparently like the best driver in the world. He's like he's advertising it, and Scrooge is actually thinking of buying some, which is upsetting to Launchpad because Launchpad wants to be Scrooge's driver and has pride in that. So we see as they go throughout things that things are connecting, and we meet a new character, Fenton. I don't remember what his last name. It was Latin last name. I know that. Well, Latin American, but you know what I mean. Fenton. Let's just call him Fenton. Voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame. He also wrote the soundtrack for the Disney movie Moana. Great actor, great singer. He's just a fantastic person. I'd love to get to meet him someday. I've seen some of his vines and stuff, and he's hilarious. But yeah, he's this sort of like this nerdy inventor protege to the guy we've already met, who, again, I cannot remember his name right now. And he actually helps save the day by becoming Gizmo Duck, which was fun. I believe Gizmo Duck was in the original. Let me check to make sure. Because the name sounds familiar, and the instant I, started to piece things together, I instantly thought of the name Gizmo Duck. And it's like, I didn't know this was coming, unless I did see something, and just forgot about it. Because... yeah, I can't think of anything that any way I would have known beforehand. And also, I'm going to adjust that. Not that far. Good enough. Yeah, I can't think of any way I would have known that beforehand. But let me check. Because I swear, if I'm thinking right, he was in the original. Yes, I'm seeing pictures right here. Fenton Crackshell. That wasn't the name. That wasn't the name he goes by in the current one. Fenton Crackshell Cabrera is the current version. Okay. But yes, Gizmo Duck was in the original. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture. Okay. He looks a bit different in the original, but the design, the general design is the same. The logo's different, I notice. The logo is definitely updated. But, generally, he still has, the wheel and everything, still has the helmet. So, yeah, he was a character before. Yeah, I thought so. I swear, it just connected with me. It's been a long time since I saw the original DuckTales, so, yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Um, but also, we find out that the Buddy robot is actually the stolen light bulb robot that we saw in the past episode, one of the past episodes. And the morality circuit wasn't fixed, so he does go evil again. Um, so that's fun. But yeah, Gizmo Duck saves the day, and everything kind of goes back to normal. It was really fun. I loved Lin-Manuel Miranda's part. I loved his performance as Fenton and Gizmo Duck. Yeah, I really just enjoyed the episode. So after that, we had the golf episode. That was probably my favorite of the bunch. And you would think like, oh, you enjoyed the golf episode of all things, and it's like, I'm not a huge fan of golf. I mean, I like golf with friends. I enjoy that. It's fun. It's silly. Um, I'm not a huge fan of golf in general. Like, I've played it before, and it's okay. I- it's not something I would go out of my way to play. Let's put it that way. And something I don't watch, but like this, it's the characters and the story that make this interesting. Seeing Scrooge get consistently more and more upset about Dewey being better than him at golf is hilarious. He's almost going to Donald levels of rage, which is fantastic. um, Seeing the mythological parts brought into this episode were great. I love that. Like, one of the reasons I like Golf with Friends is because it has all those unique level designs that make it really interesting and fun. It gives it this really just likable and entertaining spin to golf, or I guess you could technically say mini golf. And I like mini golf better than regular golf, to be honest, but still. Um, I like the mythological stuff that was brought in. Not only the fact that they were going through these mythical lands and stuff for their little golf game, but also the Kelpies. Like, yeah, you could see I made them my thumbnail. Tara Strong and Andrea Libman. Andrea was doing her Fluttershy voice, instantly recognizable, and Tara was kind of doing a similar voice to Bubbles. It wasn't quite exactly the same, but it was very similar. There's a very tiny bit of a difference to the tone she was using, I guess. Um, but it was very similar to her Bubbles voice. I really enjoyed them. They were hilarious. Like, even just outside of the fact that they were voiced by Tara and Andrea, they were just straight up hilarious. Like, no joke. The way they were always trying to get Scrooge and them to follow them to their deaths in the water, the little facial expressions and jokes they were playing when one of them was mimicking Webby's voice and no one was falling for it, it was fantastic. It was just so much great humor, and they were just really funny, just really legitimately funny. Um, But then we had the final episode of this bunch, and it was the McDuck Mansion Mystery or something like that. So Scrooge's birthday, interesting, and we get this like mansion party where all of these rivals for Scrooge we've met are invited, and it's very easy to tell it's them. It's like not even hard to tell. Um, and we had a Daft Punk reference. Like, Equestria Girls did that as well. I did not expect it here, but it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that they do a Daft Punk reference. It's totally DuckTales to do that. But wow, that was fantastic. That's great. Um, Ends up becoming a mystery when Scrooge seems to be um, taken by some unknown force. And everyone's trying to figure out, the triplets are trying to figure out what happened to him, and of course with all of the rivals there, they get blamed, but then they get taken as well. um, we find out that Ma Beagle's son, one of Ma Beagle's many sons, um, he apparently summoned a demon, and so the demon starts chasing them after turning on the son, who I cannot think of his name, or I cannot think of the. I am bad with names, you know. I can't think of his name. It's like Black Magic Beagle or something like that. But the demon turns on him and then starts chasing the triplets, and eventually they find out that Scrooge was behind it all. Well, sort of. The party started off normally, but then the demon that was summoned by the Black Magic Beagle, I'm just going to call him that for now, was actually the spirit of Scrooge's old butler, Ducksworth. And I'll be honest, I'm watching this and I'm thinking in my head, like, because they're giving a lot of focus on Ducksworth, so I'm thinking in my head, could Ducksworth somehow be behind it? But I'm like thinking, like, I'm also thinking, like, no, that's too silly. That's too ridiculous. There's no way. So I kind of wiped that from my thoughts, and then I started to think maybe it was an act, and maybe the Black Magic Beagle guy is behind it. And then it kind of led to that precedence, you know? Because after all the other three rivals are taken, we see him kind of give this look and start sneaking off while the triplets are arguing. It's like he's behind it, and he kind of was. It was his plan, but we find out that Ducksworth, after being summoned, he found Scrooge, and they started to work together at that point to turn things around. Which is interesting, which is fun. It was a fun episode. It wasn't my favorite of the bunch. I thought it was a little annoying at points, to be honest. But it wasn't bad by any means. Now, this group of episodes didn't have anything with Maaagiic. She's clearly going to be the main and final villain of this show. I don't know what their plan is for when they're really going to bring her in as the main antagonist, though. We've seen her in the shadows, we've heard her voice, and it's just like we haven't really had her come into play yet. Now, this is only up to episode 13, so we've got plenty of time, and I believe I heard DuckTales was renewed for a second season already, even though season 1 is still going. I believe I heard that, so we've got time. Now, as to exactly how long it's going to take, I think it should be the season 1 finale. Like, I think that's when Maaagiic should come back. Not necessarily be defeated, but that's when she should come back. And then she'll be a bigger force throughout season 2. That would be my, like, desire for how it goes. But overall, I really did enjoy this set of episodes. I'm glad I got around to reacting to them. And yeah, I had fun. I'm glad we got some more episodes. I don't know how often we're going to get episodes going forward. Let me see if I can find anything. Because these episodes had just been released, and technically I think not all of them are even officially released yet. They were released early on the app or whatnot. Let me see here. Okay, so the Spear of Selene and Beware the Buddy system were released on the 4th and 11th. This Friday is the Missing Links of Morshire, and Mystery at the McDuck McManor is next Friday. So it's going on a weekly schedule. And it looks like after that, after the one this next Friday on the 25th, there's 2 weeks off. And then it returns on Saturday the 16th. And it's going to be going Saturday the 16th of June, the 23rd and 30th for 3 more episodes. I'm not looking at the titles. I just can see 3 more episodes are set for those dates. So we are getting more episodes in the future. Now, I know that this is being released before the last 2 episodes are officially released. Missing Links of Morshire and Mystery at McDuck McManor. But as I said, these have actually been out for a while. They were released early, I guess, on the app or something. Maybe it'll tell me on here. But yeah, they were released, like, early on the app. or something like that. So, oh no no no, okay. They were premiered on Disney XD Scandinavia early. If those are the ones I'm thinking they are. Let me just make sure. It says E and F. Hold on. Yes, yes, those are the ones. They were they were apparently released on Disney XD Scandinavia on March 21st and April 3rd, respectively. So that was the issue there. They were released early in Scandinavia. So that's why they've been out. But since they were officially released, even if it was in another area of the world, they were officially released on Disney XD in that country, in the Scandinavian countries. Um, I assume it's like all of those, like Finland and Sweden and all that. Um, you get the point. Since those were officially released, you are seeing this like right on the day I record it. So, and getting into things more, we will be getting to more Dofus this week, I presume. Again, as I always say, no promises. Anything can happen, but I plan to get to more of that. Steins Gate Zero will be returning this week as well with the episode 3 reaction. Now that the dub will be caught up, so I'll be getting to that as well. And yeah, so we will hopefully be getting to more of the Studio Ghibli reviews. I plan to hopefully get at least a couple recorded in the next couple days. I've been kind of pushing them back, but I need to get to those. So thank you so much for tuning in. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of these episodes. Tell me what you thought of the buddy system, of Gizmo Duck and Lin-Manuel Miranda's debut in the series. What did you think of the Kelpies in the golf episode, voiced by Tara and Andrea? What do you think of all of that jazz? Tell me again in the comments below, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Connie Royal, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today. And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way.